Khalil Mack trade. I want you to type R for Raiders or type B for Bears. You're watching the Raiders Report by Chat Sports, and I'm Mitchell Renz. Let's get this show off the right way. Who won the Khalil Mack trade? Type R for Raiders, type B for Bears. Nicky Bonds, drop that beat.
That's that autumn wind. Shout out to the Raiders, man, we about to win.
Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. I got a six-pack of Raiders news and rumors that I'm ready to crack open for everyone who's watching us live right now. And if you're watching us live, type me in the comments section. So, did the Raiders win the Khalil Mack trade? If you've watched this video before, guess what? You're going to know exactly what this means. For Chucky heads, believe it, baby. The Oakland Raiders are winning, and I still believe have won the Khalil Mack trade. The Raiders and Jon Gruden were laughed at when we made this trade last year. Now, I get it. Mack was great in 2018. But I don't care about 2018 anymore. 2019 is the year. Now, the Raiders, they absolutely dominated Mack back in Week 5. And last season, the Raiders had only 13 sacks. But guess what? The Raiders and the Bears, we both have 25 sacks this year. Now, let's take a look at some numbers here that I know that y'all are going to love. And I want you to take a screenshot of this on your phone or take a picture of it with your phone on your computer, and I want you to tweet it out. Put it on Instagram because Ben Samayoa, Max Crosby have more sacks than Khalil Mack, and I'm telling you what right now, that is a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. So when the Raiders traded Khalil Mack, not only, did we save a whole bunch of money, but we used that money maybe to, sign players like Trent Brown, Rodney Hudson, and give a player like Darren Waller an extension. And I proved my point that the Raiders have won this Khalil Mack trade, and I haven't even mentioned the name Josh Jacobs. Now, I love everyone who's watching us live right now, and I want to grow the fam here. Click the button below, the subscribe button, youtube.com/Raiders Report, the #1 most watched Raiders channel on YouTube. Now, I see some people in the comments, Phil Johnson, The Hillist, David, I appreciate you, Trush Movement, I love you guys, okay? YouTube.com/Raiders Report. But for some of you that have no idea what you're seeing here, Chucky heads, I'm going to explain it to you now. So, 0 Chucky heads. This one is tuck rule, tuck that. This rumor, not going to happen. 1 Chucky head means it is a small shred of truth. I like to think 25% chance of happening. 2 Chucky heads. People are talking 50-50. 3 Chucky heads. This rumor is pretty likely. And then 4 Chucky heads. Believe it, baby, as you saw on the screen before. So I see everyone freaking out about Colin Kaepernick. Let me ask you this real quick. Does signing Colin Kaepernick for the Oakland Raiders make sense? Type Y for yes, or you can type N for no. So does it make sense for the Oakland Raiders to sign Colin Kaepernick? I gave my answer last week. I'm going to give it to you again. No. Tuck rule, tuck that. Signing Colin Kaepernick for the Oakland Raiders makes literally 0 sense, okay? And please weigh in with me. So I saw a guy named Tom Harrington, which, who the hell is Tom Harrington, from CBC Radio. Just because he has a blue check mark, people will think that he actually, has a voice. So in literally his Twitter bio, it says, proud supporter of the Chiefs. Okay, now that totally explains his just absolutely idiotic tweet. So based on the tweet, this is what he says. Based on tweets around Colin Kaepernick's workout, there are only 2 reasons why an NFL team would not sign Kaepernick. His contract demands and the circus. But if there would be 2 teams that would, it would be the New England Patriots and the Oakland Raiders. Really? Really? You don't think we learned from a circus called FAB? As always, FABs are always encouraged in the comments section below. The Oakland Raiders are not going to sign Colin Kaepernick. They didn't have anybody at his workout, so it makes literally no sense. So can we stop all the Colin Kaepernick talk, please? Please. But the best part about this show is it's about the nation, and it's about getting your voice heard here. So would you want Colin Kaepernick to be a Raider? I want you to type Y for yes or type N for no, and I'll give some shout-outs to some of the people who are watching us here, okay? So we got a lot of FABs. They're always encouraged here. So would you want Colin Kaepernick to be a Raider? Type Y for yes or type N for no. I'm seeing some tuck that's. Oh my God, this is flowing in. David says no. Jeffrey says no. Luke says no. Oh, boy. Ian Jeremiah says no. Somebody said Tom A.B. I love it. Hell no. F.A.B. Let me know in the comments section. And according to the Raiders report, I'm seeing 84% no. So would you want Colin Kaepernick to be a Raider? Type Y for yes or type N for no. Now, I do have something, though, that we all can agree on. Saving money is great. I know car buying is a hassle, and nobody wants to get stuck paying too much. So we've got the best lease and pre-owned deals here on the Raiders Report. Now, we're calling it Renz's Rides, and you guys know that I've teamed up with BMW Santa Maria. What I haven't told you is right next door, Community Volkswagen, who is also a part of BMW Santa Maria. Now, they have an unbelievable deal going on right now. The Volkswagen Sign and Drive event is going on right now. And to tell you a little bit about it, to get this, 0 money down, 0 security deposit, $0 first month's lease payment, $0 due at signing for qualified buyers. How do you get it? Community Volkswagen of Santa Maria. So I said, Matt, Rudy, send me your 2 best deals for the nation. This is what they gave me. The 2019 Volkswagen Jetta, the $195 a month, $0 down. How do you get that deal? Visit communityvdub.net in Santa Maria. Now, maybe you need something a little bit more spacious. So, Matt and Rudy, what they hooked me up with? This Volkswagen Atlas, $459 a month, 0 down. How do you get this one? communityvdub.net in Santa Maria. Don't wait, though. The deal ends December 2nd, so you got to take advantage of this deal right now. So now I got a question for everybody who's watching the Raiders Report. How much do you pay for your car per month? I want you to throw it in the comments section below. And you can see that below. No hassle test drive, communityvdub.net. So one more time. How much do you pay for your car per month? And if you don't have a payment, I want you to type 0 in the comments section below because Community Volkswagen of Santa Maria, they're hooking us up. Next rumor, the Raiders will finish 9-7. This one's from San Jose Mercury News. I'm going to give it only one Chucky head, and I think that there is a small shred of truth. Now, this was done in a fan mailbag, and the writer of this said the Raiders would finish 9-7. My only problem with that, the Raiders are 6-4 now, okay? And we're going up against the New York Jets, who are 3-7, and you're going to see here in a little bit, the Raiders, I'm going to guarantee, are going to beat the New York Jets, and if y'all don't believe me, guess what? I've already put my money down on BetDSI. The link's below, chatsports.com/bet. This Raiders team is going up against the New York Jets, but they're going to get that win. Week 13 is maybe a tough game against the Chiefs at 7-4, coming off a bye. Week 14, though, we can beat the Titans, who are 5-5. The Jags are 4-6, who just absolutely got dismantled this past week. And you got Week 16 against the Chargers team that we've already beaten. And then we got the Broncos, who we've already beaten. When I see 9-7, I actually think that's kind of a little bit of a low mark there for this Oakland Raiders team. I anticipate us beating the Jets, being at 7-4, and then over those next 5 games, you're saying we're only going to win 2? Guess what? That one's one Chucky head. It's a small shred of truth. So he said 9-7. I don't really care what he has to say. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Predict the Raiders record. I want you to throw it in the comments below. So if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, throw it in there. So Rick says 10-6. Danny says 11-5. I'm seeing 12-4 at best. Yeah. And I'm seeing Mike Morris says 11-5. Okay, I'm about it. Jeff Rogers, one of my most loyal watchers, shout out to you, my man, says 11-5. Seen some 10-6s, 11-5s. So I think you guys would all agree with me. The Raiders finishing 9-7 is only one Chucky head. That one is a small shred of truth. So we're going from 9-7, and we're going to head right in now to some Super Bowl talk. Do the Oakland Raiders have plus 4,000 odds to win the Super Bowl? I get all my odds from BetDSI. Push it on there, Dill. This one's for Chucky heads. Believe it, baby. Now, I'm not saying that the Oakland Raiders can't win the Super Bowl, because guess what? They 100% can. What I'm saying is right now the odds for the Oakland Raiders to win the Super Bowl is plus 4,000. Now, y'all know, math, definitely not my strongest suit. If this was the math report, I'd be unemployed. So if you risk $1, you can win $40 on BetDSI. So if the Oakland Raiders win the Super Bowl, you put down $1 right now, you can win $40. Now, they have the 12th highest odds in the NFL. And the last 3 Super Bowls that the Oakland Raiders won, believe it or not, I was not alive for in 1977, 1981, 1984. However, my special guest was alive for all 3 of those Super Bowls. Now, I've already put money down on BetDSI. Y'all should too. Do it. Place a bet using our promo code chatsports.com/bet. All right. Renz's Rides is back, and I have 3 pre-owned deals from BMW of Santa Maria and Community Volkswagen that y'all need to see. So you want this 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee? You'll see below. I've hooked you guys up with a really simple link, chatsports.com/Jeep. This Jeep, only $25,500 and only 28,000 miles. The next car, you're in the market for a Honda? I got this 2016 Honda Accord, $17,495. I'll say it again, only $17,495. It's got 11,500 miles. That's like 150,000 miles, less than my car. And if you want to view this one, chatsports.com/Accord. Now, I might have saved the best for last. This one is really, really pretty. A 2018 Toyota Camry for only $20,400, 39,000 miles on this one. And if you want to view it, go to chatsports.com/Camry, but you better do it quick, because as soon as I get off this show, I'm going to chatsports.com/Camry. Now, if you want to get a hold of my man Matt or Rudy, this is what you got to do. Go to bmwsm.com or text Matt at 805-878-610. He is going to hook anybody up who watches the Raiders. So out of the 3 deals that I just talked about, which deal is the best? A, B, or C? So BMW of Santa Maria, they're hooking us up here at the Raiders Report, and I want to know from every single person watching right now, which deal is the best? Is it the 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Type A. If it's the 2016 Honda, type B. If it's a 2018 Toyota, type C. I'm seeing a lot of B's. I'm seeing some C's. I'll be honest, guys. The one that I really want is the 2018 Toyota. So maybe you guys can keep on helping out here at the Raiders Report. Type some A's, some B's, and some C's in the comment section below. Let's go to the next rumor. Jon Gruden for Coach of the Year. I mean, who's with me for Jon Gruden Coach of the Year? KOW, knock on wood if you're with me. I'm only going to give this one, though, 2 Chucky heads, and people are talking. I wish I could give it 4 Chucky heads. Jon has been doing an absolutely incredible job, and so does Mike Mayock. You want to talk about Executive of the Year? Mike Mayock. But he has some stiff competition, giggity. So I saw an article out there that basically talks about which Bay Area coach deserves NFL Coach of the Year. Obviously, Kyle Shanahan's doing a great job, as well as Jon Gruden. The 49ers, I am not a 49ers fan whatsoever, but they are 9-1. They are the number 1 team in the NFC. Now, I think they have a tough test this week going up against the Green Bay Packers. I also will give Kyle Shanahan a lot of credit because they were 4-12 last year. But this Oakland Raiders team has been looking absolutely insane. I talked about it on yesterday's episode, all the rookies that are making a major, major contribution. Speaking of contribution, shout out to Andrew. We'll get to your super chat here in a little bit. But Jon Gruden right now has been doing an absolutely phenomenal job. And the only thing that I'm trying to do is at least shed some light that Jon Gruden deserves to be in the conversation for Coach of the Year. Because I've looked for it, and it's hard to find. So if y'all can help me right now, let me know. And I want you guys to do this, okay? If Jon Gruden should be Coach of the Year, knock on wood if you're with me. Because going out, losing one of your first-round picks, having the circus that was Antonio Brown, and when you look at everything that has happened to this Raiders team the entire offseason, and in the draft with how young we are, Jon Gruden deserves a lot of credit. You let me know how many teams had to do with the road stretch that we did, not playing at home from week 3 to week 8. And the Oakland Raiders continue to show that this is a much different team. And I can't wait for this week against the Jets, and I can't wait for week 13. I'm seeing a lot of KOWs in the comments section. Shout out to Daniel, shout out to Kay, shout out to Freedom Gaming. Love y'all. Let's go to my last rumor. The Raiders want a big running back, like a big dude, right? Believe it or not, this one's for Chucky heads. Believe it, baby. Last week I talked about Preston Brown being a target. The Raiders signed him. 3 weeks ago, talked about how the Raiders are going to extend Darren Waller. It happened. Now, if you look at the tea leaves, man, the Raiders, they are looking for a big running back. Now, Josh Jacobs is okay. I saw that he's questionable. He's been dealing with a shoulder injury. The reason, though, that the Raiders are interested in having a big running back is because our offensive line has been beating up people, and that at the end of games, it is important to be able to have somebody that can kind of, well, kill the clock. So the Raiders, they worked out Rod Smith and Mark Thompson on Monday. The reason why that kind of got buried is because the Raiders signed Preston Brown, who they also worked out on Monday. But those two running backs are big. But if you go back and look, if you're a watcher of the Raiders report, you're going to know that they also worked out LeGarrette Blount, Bo Scarborough, who is now with the Lions, and C.J. Anderson. But look at Rod Smith, 6'3", 231 pounds. Mark Thompson, 6'1", 235. LeGarrette Blount, 6 foot, 247. Bo Scarborough, 235. C.J. Anderson isn't tall, but he's at least 225 pounds. The Oakland Raiders are interested in trying to get another big running back. Josh Jacobs will continue to be our main running back, but maybe finding a veteran who we can trust at the goal line could be interesting there. So out of all those players on screen, let me know in the comments section which running back you would want the most. I like CJ. I see I like Blount. Still wondering if you guys are even still talking about the players. Now, today is my dad's birthday. Now, y'all know my dad is my best friend, so he told me the only way that he's coming on the show is if y'all type HBD. So today my dad's birthday, and he's here in the studio, and he told me the only way that he's coming on the show is if y'all start typing HBD. So I want to see a lot of HBDs in the comments section. He's here in Dallas hanging out with me for the entire week. So wish my dad a happy birthday. Let's get some HBDs in the comments section. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this, I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.